Hello everyone, I am Sajid Dur, a researcher at Megagon Labs. Today, I am going to present our work on developing an overview plugin for spreadsheets to enable seamless data exploration. Note that this work began when all the authors were at University of Illinois. So without further ado, let's begin the presentation. Spreadsheets have been there for decades and have enjoyed widespread popularity over the years. There are a number of popular spreadsheet systems that are used by hundreds of millions of users worldwide. In fact, there is a running joke that in advanced data apps, export to Excel is the third most frequently used button after OK and cancel. In recent years, these systems have stretched to support increasingly large-scale data. For example, Google Sheet have increased their scalability limit by 4 times than what it was before. However, with the increase in scale, an often overlooked challenge with the system has been magnified. We call the challenge perceptual scalability, which refers to users' difficulty in interpreting a collection of records due to cognitive burden. Specifically, we focus on the challenge of navigating spreadsheet data. Scrolling and steering are examples of operations used to navigate spreadsheets. Steering is essentially the select and drag operation to subselect ranges of data. Performing these navigation interactions on spreadsheets that go beyond a few screens can still be painful. Let's see an example. So this is a spreadsheet of tens of thousands of Airbnb rentals across United States cities, and the user wants to compute the number of properties in the city of Asheville that are available for more than 60 days a year. So basically, they type the county formula and then start to select all the Asheville records. So basically, you see that the user is steering the mouse across the screen to find the last record belonging to Asheville, and this can be very cumbersome experience because the user needs to scroll up and down till they find the final record belonging to Asheville. So this is a really tedious experience. Now imagine repeating this process for multiple cities. So existing work characterizes many of these challenges. For example, loss of context, cognitive burden on users, all of which often lead to errors and delay in spreadsheet tasks. All of these challenges are related to perceptual scalability and gets even worse as the size of the dataset grows. So we now discuss the design and evaluation of a navigation plugin called Noah that we have developed to address these challenges. Noah is essentially an overview plus detail interface. Overviews are fairly common in popular tools such as in online maps like Google Maps, text editors like Sublime Text, and even presentation tools like PowerPoint. The design of Noah overview is inspired by the visual information seeking mantra, where the goal is to provide an overview of the data first and then show additional details on demand. There are many challenges in designing such an interface. So for example, the overview should be interpretable to the users, even if we are sort of abstracting the low level data. Operations on the spreadsheet and the overview should remain in sync. We should maintain the spreadsheet look and feel so that the users can keep performing the typical spreadsheet operations. And finally, the overview needs to preserve the navigation context so that the users don't feel get lost. Um, so how do we construct such an overview? Intuitively, we want the overview to provide a balanced abstraction of the spreadsheet, which makes it easier for the user to interpret the summary. To do so, we use an equidepth histogram as the underlying data structure of the overview. All the bins of an equidepth histogram are of equal size. However, we cannot simply construct an equidepth histogram. As we see for the Airbnb data, there are cities with varying number of records. So an equidepth histogram will look like this as shown in purple, with each of these bins having 15,000 rows. The problem is that now we have records of one city that belongs to multiple bins, which sort of violates the property of histograms. So we instead construct a best effort equidepth histogram as outlined here in the problem definition, and we encourage you to read the paper for the technical details of the underlying approach. Now, given this histogram, what happens if the user wants to get more details of a specific bin? We simply construct another equidepth histogram with only the relevant records. Therefore, the overview is a hierarchical histogram, and this hierarchical representation makes the data perceptually scalable. Now let's look at some interactions that users can perform on the overview. Users can further drill down and get fine-grained details on demand. This is essentially a semantic zooming operation, similar to how we operate on online maps like Google Maps. We initially start with a bird's eye view of continents and zoom in further to get countries, cities, and even streets. So the semantic zoom in operation improves the visual clarity as user zooms in from lower resolution to higher resolution views. Similarly, users can zoom out to get a high level view of the data. The zooming and clicking operations on the overview are linked with the spreadsheet. Users can click on the beans to jump from one spreadsheet region to another without even having to scroll. The coordination is bidirectional. So for example, here the user scrolls up the spreadsheet and both the beans in the overview that corresponds to a currently visible spreadsheet region are highlighted. So such interoperability ensures users don't lose context as they navigate the data. Now let's look at the next feature, which is aggregate column. So this operation is similar to the pivot table feature in spreadsheets. However, unlike NOAA, pivot tables lack interoperability with the raw data and have many of the limitations of spreadsheets. So users can create an aggregate column from the spreadsheet menu bar, and the interaction is similar to issuing a traditional spreadsheet formula. Users can choose to view the results as either values or charts and toggle between these views. The other advantage of the aggregate column feature is that now the users don't need to sort of select or subselect ranges of data by steering operation. So the number of errors going to go down due to incorrect selection of spreadsheet regions. As the user keeps navigating the data, NOAA stores the navigation history. So the user can simply click on the saved history to jump to the previously visited spreadsheet region. This is another feature lacking in spreadsheets that which NOAA enables. There's one final feature that I wanted to quickly present. The automatically generated overview might not be meaningful to the user. So NOAA allows users to merge or split the overview beans as desired. Let's look at an example of this feature with numeric data. Let's say the user is interested in exploring the rent statistics of various price ranges for the Airbnb data. So the user chooses to explore the data by price. This is how sort of the new overview would look like for price. Now the user may think that the beans showed by NOAA are not meaningful to them, and they proceed on to march the top 3 beans, which corresponds to the price range of $0 to $85. So the user might think that up to $85 per night is a valid price range than the initial breakdown that NOAA provided. Therefore, such customization enables the users to infuse domain-specific context if need be. Pulling it all together, here's how the NOAA overview interface looks like. NOAA is integrated within DataSpread, an open source web-based spreadsheet. However, the approaches and techniques we present can be applied to other spreadsheets also. So is NOAA any good? What are the benefits and limitations? We conducted 2 user studies to evaluate how NOAA impacted navigation performance of users on several tasks and compare the performance with Excel and pivot table. We encourage you to again look at the paper for more details on the study design. We found that for tasks involving spreadsheet navigation, NOAA outperformed Excel in terms of latency and accuracy of task completion. Performing tasks with NOAA was much faster than even pivot tables. Participants found that NOAA was very easy to use and faster when navigating large-scale data. Participants found formula computation process in NOAA to be less cumbersome than Excel as expected. However, there was some negative feedback too. For example, some participants commented that they preferred flat representation of the overview for categorical data as opposed to the hierarchical one. Some participants requested more transparency and visual cues on the overview interface, and some commented that some of the new features might take some more time for them to learn. So integrating a plugin like NOAA within spreadsheets can provide context during navigation and reduce cognitive burden. As a result, data becomes more perceptually scalable and task errors and latency both decrease. So we have made NOAA open source and provided a link to a video demo which you can see to look at the features of NOAA in more details. Thanks so much for listening. I am happy to answer your questions now.